Hey, how's it going, everyone? How's it going? Ftdk's Rapid Knowledge coming at you once again. Talking papas. We're talking papas. Let's see. The Hangman Stranger says, "Puras papitas, Manic Monday." Manic Mondays, man. Manic Monday. Shout out to you, the Hangman Stranger. Nice to see you, man. I started off a little early, like a few seconds early, not too early. Got one person watching. I don't know if that's you, Hangman. We're talking Papas. Okay, we got three. We got three watching. Once again, it's Frank Ftdk's dropping knowledge coming at you once again. Hey, what's up, Kelly Big Dog? Nice to see you. Hey, look at how I like how this one looks. I wish I could change the color. If I could change the color, it'd be dope. But that purple's nice. I like that you can see it very well. That's right, Kelly. That's right. Nice to see you, man. Let me see if I can just. It was cracking it straight. It was cracking, man. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna regulate this. I'm gonna put it up a little higher. All right, there we go. Hey, what's up, X-rated? Chilling, man, chilling. Manic Mondays, Manic Mondays, Manic Mondays. You know that song by the Bangles, right? It's the Bangles. Manic, just another Manic. Yeah, that song. That was written by Prince. He's written so many, like Prince. Rest in peace, Prince, man. Prince wrote so many songs, bro. He wrote so many songs for other artists. As a matter of fact, this Sunday I was listening to some, and I was telling my son, "Look, this song." Oh, my daughter. I was with my daughter, and I was testing her, right? Because my daughter was raised, obviously, me just playing all kinds of music, and I played that song by Sheila E. Which one was it? I'll tell you guys right now. But we were listening to, and I was like, okay, but I want you to listen. Oh, Love Bazaar. It was Love Bazaar by Sheila E. But I was like, listen to this song, and if it wasn't a Sheila E song, who do you think, whose song do you think it would be? Right? And then she's like, oh, and then she told me, she thought about it a little bit, but she was able to tell me Prince. Prince has so many songs. So Manic Monday is a song written by Prince. How's the weather? It's raining, bro. I don't know if you guys can hear it because I do. Let me see if I have the voice. Now I got the voice isolation. So it is raining. It has started raining, bro. It is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's raining lightly. It like rains and drizzles. So I love this weather, bro. I enjoy this weather. Hey, shout out to everybody. I got 11 watching. If you haven't already done so, please hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I'm gonna be dropping content every day. I took it a little slow today. Great song, Tikas. Yeah, man. Hey, Prince has a lot of dope songs. But Manic Monday, obviously, talking papas on a Manic Monday. Hey, what's up, Mr. Oxnard? What's up? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. Shout out to you, Mr. Oxnard, Kelly Big Dog, everybody that's watching. Frank D. Let's see. It's not too bad up here in the desert, but it's about to heat up. Okay. Stay cool, man. Try to stay as cool as you can. What's funny? What's crazy is like it actually even helps to wear like long sleeves. I mean, obviously it's got to be like a cotton shirt, whatever. But it's probably cooler to wear like a long sleeve shirt than to not wear anything in certain heats. You know, sometimes it's best to wear like sometimes wearing a long sleeve shirt and wearing some pants will actually keep you cooler than not, depending on the heat. It serves as insulation, right? What's up? Yeah, Oxnard, Mr. Oxnard. Nice to see you guys. Anyways, man, Manic Mondays, 66 degrees here. Okay. That reminds me of a song, 99 degrees in the shade. That's a badass reggae song. I'm gonna tell you guys. So it's 76 here. Let me show you guys. Okay, 76. And see how it's raining and shit. Yeah, it's pretty much raining right now. Let's see. I love the cold and the rain. I prefer. Look, it's not that cold right now, but it will get cold. Like it's the thing is that it gets hot before it starts raining. So it had gotten really hot. Now it's cooling down. So I mean, I would assume it'll probably get to like maybe like 65, 70, 65, 70 when it cools down all the way, and that'll be cool for me. Let's see. Oxnard, you lucky dog. Yeah, man. No, that's pretty good weather, but it's about to get to 66 down here. Hey, what's up, OG Smalls and Familia? Nice to see you. Shout out to you, brother. Hey, shout out to you, Shark City girl, the Shark City girl in the house. Shout out to you, my sister. God bless you. Miss Yaya and fam. Hey, Miss Yaya, I got Shark City, OG Smalls, Miss Yaya, Mixer, Oxnard. I got Cali Big Dog. Got the Hangman Stranger X rated, my carnalito X rated, man. It's a full house. You know what's crazy? I probably only heard like one or two songs from him. Okay. From Prince? Oh, you're missing out, bro. Prince got it's Prince. Look, Prince is almost the first, I would say probably the first seven albums. That was just him. Everything, instruments, the voices, the background voices, that was just Prince, man. All of it. Michael Jackson, all of his like vocals and like the background vocals, that's all Michael Jackson. He just layered his shit. That's right. That's right. Hey, what's up, Johnny G, SO Frank SO? Hey, nice to see you, man. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We're talking about, you know, everybody has a way of beginning their week. I don't know when your week begins, but I'm drinking some strong bomb ass coffee right now that I made. I had to make some coffee. Hey, Isaac, did you try the coffee already? All right, cool. All right, that's right. That's right. OG Small Stream. Yeah, so it's raining out here. It's raining, but I love it because it's cooling down. So it's raining. It's Monday. I'm done with the first day of work. You know, I already completed my 8 hours of work. You know, I took some time. I started at 5:30 today. Actually, I jumped on a few seconds earlier. You know, to get with you guys. Have got my coffee ready, got everything ready. You know, and I'm chilling. I'm chilling. My Mondays are not manic Mondays. I think that in my life right now, I've probably like the last time I had like a manic day where I was like, fuck, I gotta do this and I gotta move around. I gotta go from one place to another. And you know, that type of day, I haven't had one of those probably in like maybe 6, 7 months. Like my days are pretty kicked back. As a matter of fact, I look forward to Mondays. Like I love the weekends. You know, I my weekends are off. I got weekends off. I love spending time with my kids, with my family, with my wife. You know, um, but I enjoy working. I enjoy working. I enjoy being productive. You know, because for me the thing is that the more I work, obviously, the more I get paid. You know, I got to make every day count, and that's exactly what I do. You guys already know what my mentality is. But yeah, I don't have manic days. Like the only time it could ever get manic is if there are like issues that I got to take care of, that I have to leave the house, go to take care of things. Then it can become manic because once you leave your house, it no longer depends on you, right? Traffic does not depend on you. You can't control traffic. You can't control the weather. Look, it's raining out there right now. You know, so once all of those things come into play, then it becomes a manic day. Hey, I just rhymed. You know, once all those things come into play, Then it becomes a manic day. Where's carpet? I don't know, bro. Want to stop moaning like then you guys complain. I love Mondays. It's my weekend. Oh, that's cool, Miss Yaya. Hey, if you got time, you can jump on. You can jump on. Prayers to Smalls, hermana, and prayers to ill old lady. Yeah, prayers to everyone. Prayers to ill's old lady. Prayers to everybody. No Park. Rob, right? Rob. He I guess today he had open heart surgery. So prayers to Rob. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have a moment of silence right now just for him, just to elevate a prayer. So wherever you're at right now, I want us to elevate a prayer in this minute of silence. We're gonna do a minute of silence, okay? I'm gonna count it off. I'm gonna let you guys know when. And in that minute, you can either meditate, you can do whatever, send your thoughts to Rob Venegas. But to everybody that you know is going through it, is going through a medical situation, we're going to go ahead and count this off. Okay. So when I count it off, we will start a minute of silence. I won't speak. Once the minute is over, we will continue. We're going to do a moment of silence. We're going to do 1 minute. And I just want you guys to pray for all those that you know need a prayer, that need something to happen in their life. But especially those that are going through a bad health situation. Okay, I'm going to count it off in four, three, two, one. All right, that was a moment of silence. I hope that everybody took their time to pray, to elevate a prayer to Robin Negus. Hey, God bless you, bro. To Rob, from Misled Loyalty. Just everybody that's going through any health situation. It could be people in your family, people in your lives, or sometimes we just know that we need better health, right? And whether we're exercising, doing what we need to take care of, sometimes we just need to have a little faith. So hopefully we can recover, we can get better. That's right, the Hangman. Good stuff, Frankie. Amen, amen, amen. Robin Negas. That's right. Yeah, Manic Mondays. Listen, it's raining out there. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me clearly, right? But it is raining, and you could probably hear the rain because I got the door open. But I love the breeze that's coming in. It's really cool. It's look. That's one of the things that I love about living down here is the weather. Like, there are moments such as this when I enjoy the weather. Sometimes I don't. There are days in which it's too hot, and that sometimes can make my day manic. I can have a manic, stressful day just because it's too hot sometimes, and I have to maybe take 2, 3 showers that day. Sometimes I'll take a break from working to go jump in the shower, take a shower, and start working again. Like, I've had those type of hot days, so the weather can truly affect your mood, like how you start off the week. Now I know Miss Yaya said that Monday is her weekend, like you start your weekend now or your day off. Well, I'm glad. Shout out to everybody that's resting today, because all schedules are different. I mean, I remember I used to have like Wednesday, Thursday off for a long time. But you get used to it. And as a matter of fact, I used to like being able to do like go to the bank and do all of these things, and it was like fucking empty. That's the best feeling, like to go when it's empty and you don't have to really wait in line. I mean, yeah, I enjoy weekends off, but sometimes week having a day off during the week or midweek is good too. Like there's times in which I have to go take care of shit. Like I have to probably go somewhere this Wednesday. I have to go. Now, if I go Wednesday, it means that I have to make up hours, which means Thursday and Friday, I'm going to be making up hours for whatever hours I took off on Wednesday. Now, if I wait till Saturday, then I'll be cool. The problem is that here the banks close at 12. Like anything that's bank related, anything that has to do with any type of transaction that involves like third parties, like a whole different entity, on Saturday after 12, good luck. Pretty much. Like there are some banks that'll be open till 2 p.m. My bank isn't one of those. So that's kind of fucked up. So I'm like really limited as far as like being able to go take care of shit. Like, see, that's the type of shit that'll make my day manic. Is when I know I have to go and take care of something, but I'm looking at the time, and or if I know that those hours I'm gonna have to make them up throughout the week. Now, if I start off like on a Monday, and like let's say the day was the day in which I took that time off, I know I could spread out that time that I need to recover throughout the rest of the week. But if it's somewhere in the middle, I only have 2 days. So those 2 days, I'm overworked. Gracias to everyone for the well wishes. That's right, OG Small. God bless you, man. That's right. That's right. X-rated. But I have my rituals at to start off my week. I have my rituals. Like one of my rituals, like pre Monday, right? Because I got to get everything ready. Like I use the weekend to rest, but I also prep. Like I also make sure that I have everything ready so that when Monday comes, I'm kicking it. Like I'm cool. Like one of those things is having my laundry clean. It's like I need to have my laundry clean before Monday begins. Like I cannot start off the week without clean laundry. But that's just me. That's something that's already gotten like ingrained in me. That's one of those rituals. I need to have my laundry done the latest by Sunday so that Monday, when Monday starts, I have clean laundry. I don't know who else feels that way. I don't know who else does that. But that's something I have to have. I have to have clean laundry, and I either have to have swept and done something like to clean up my room either on Sunday or Monday. Like this morning, I have to start off doing something to get my room clean. So, cleanliness is part of my ritual to start the week. Okay, that's one of those things I need to make sure of. Like, I need to make sure of. The other thing, like, so laundry, I have to have clean laundry before I start the week. Like, I have to start the week with clean laundry. So that's one, right? The other one is I have to do something of cleanup, whether it's taking out the trash, whether it's sweeping, whether it's cleaning the kitchen or something. I mean, not the whole kitchen. I'll clean the table, right? But I'll do something in regards to getting something done as far as chores is concerned. Hey, what's up, Salve Main, Paisano? Nice to see you. Nice to see you around these parts. Saludos, saludos to you, bro. And thanks to everybody that's listening in, everybody that's watching. If you haven't hit the like, please hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's Talking Papas Monday, Talking Papas. We talk papas over here. It's part of the time. Right now, I'm talking about what are some of your rituals to start the week. Okay. So, as you guys already know, I've already told you guys mine, right? So, one of them, I have to have clean laundry. Jumping off on me. All right, man. Take care, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your view. All right, I will, bro. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna do this every day. As long as I can, and if I'm not sick, if I'm like under the weather and I could do it, but maybe off camera, like with a video and just, you know, I might do that. The whole point of these lives is just to interact with you guys, just to be able to come out here every day and talk papas, you know, or talking papas on a manic Monday. I love papas. Anyway, so look, clean laundry. I have to do something to clean up, like something has to be clean as well, like something of my chores. What else did I say? I said another one. Besides clean laundry, I have to do something to have my room clean, yeah, my chores or something like that. And my hair. I cut my hair weekly because my hair grows fast. Now I don't have a bald spot back here, but I do have these trails that are getting deeper and deeper as time goes on. I think that by the time maybe like in 5 6 years it's gonna go like all around. So I'm just gonna have like this circle up here, and then it's just gonna be like a line. Yeah, but no balding, no balding. So my hair grows out. So I have to do my laundry. I have to do something as far as chores is concerned, and I have to have cut my hair. I really can't go. I've gone past the week without cutting my hair. Like I don't even really shave. Like if you guys see closely, I'm like all fuzzy right here. I haven't shaved. Like when I cut my hair, that's when I shave, and then I don't do shit until I cut my hair again. So I'll like unless I gotta go somewhere, like I have to go out or whatever, then I'll cut. I'll shave, whatever. I'll clean up. But right now, I'm kind of bushy. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, I don't care. I work from home. Hey, what's up, Jay Slaughter? Nice to see you, Jay Slaughter. Sorry, I was making a GoFundMe for special ed conversion camp, so as Fito will finally love him. Ah, man. That's right, Kelly Big Dog. Man. So yeah, I mean, I think all of us have like, I mean, you might not call them rituals, but you definitely have things that you do, to start your week. Now by rituals, I'm not talking about like superstitious, but there might be certain rituals, like actual rituals, that you may get down with before your week begins. Like, there's some people that believe in, like a lucky shirt. Like, this is my Monday shirt. This is my lucky shirt. I always wear this shirt on Mondays because it helps me start off the week right. Whatever it is, it could be something like that. I don't knock it. Whatever you feel helps you out, I guess. I mean, I pray. Obviously, I do pray. That's another thing. Like, I have to put everything in God's hands. Now, I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. Like, what's that term, man? I'm an. There's a phrase. I have it right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it. But the point of it is to say that I'm a creature of habit. There we go. Right when I was about to say fuck it, I'm a creature of habit. Like I have my routines like lined up. So that's why I started this off telling you guys I really don't have too many manic. I don't have like a manic Monday or a manic Tuesday or no, I don't really have days that are out of control. The only thing that can set something out of control is something out of control were to happen, right? But I have my everything time, like everything that I'm supposed to do. Like all of I'm a creature of habit. I've got everything lined up. So I pretty much start off my day the way I'm supposed to, right? I'm constantly looking at the time. I'm constantly measuring and making sure that I meet every single quota that I put myself on every day. Because I put quotas on myself. And what I mean by quotas is if do I accomplish everything that I'm supposed to accomplish within the time that I'm supposed to do it. Like if I'm supposed to do, one, two, three, four, five things before a certain time, that's my quota, and I make sure that I meet it. So, all of those things keep me aligned to where I don't have manic episodes where I didn't manage my time right or it threw me off. Like, it would have to be something totally out of the ordinary to fucking throw me off. Better than a tree creatures, better than tree creatures, yeah. Or a bear, yeah, or a bear, or a fly. Most guys, yeah. G Slaughter is. Look at this. Anyways, I'm a creature of habit. And that's why I've been trying to drill into you guys the importance of time management. That's the reason why I drill in the whole existence importance of time management. Special ed, Squalor Santana, Bear and a beer. Yeah, that's right. Hey, what's up, Bill Mannered? Present and accounted for. All right, cool, man. But the way I see it, and maybe that's why like I defer now. That's why I don't like I mean, I give certain days, the value that they deserve. Like my daughter's birthday will have the value that it deserves. I might take the day off. I'm not sure. It all depends on how things align, right? Now, I will probably take off maybe Saturday, no, or Friday. I think Friday. Friday, I might not put anything out. Friday, I might go out with the family, so maybe Friday I won't do anything, but I'm already planning it out. Like I'm already aligning myself to what I need to take care of. And I think it's important, guys, that one of your rituals or customs or habits or whatever you want to call it is you need to be able to plan out your week. You got to plan that shit out. Blockchain girl and blockchain. Are you not big? I, we don't know who he is anymore. Salute everyone. Hey, salute to you, unknown. You're going to have you're going to have people on the live right now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me go ahead and put the link up. Sorry about that. Forgot about that. I forgot. There we go, man. If anybody wants to jump on, you can jump on. So I mean, we're just talking papas here, but everybody has a different way of handling the beginning of the week. You know, I just don't differentiate the days too much unless something's coming up. Like for example, who's gonna jump on? I don't know, bro. Whoever wants to jump on. I don't have a set list. Whoever jumps on, man. As we've been talking with Slugs about doing something. We'll see when it happens, man. Hopefully we can take care of something, do something alive together. I just want to make sure that it's aligned at the right time. Because I really don't like to step on too many people's toes, but it's kind of we got the same 24 hours, so somewhere down the line, I'm gonna be doing a live while someone else is doing a live, vice versa. So fuck it, you know what I mean? You just got to do what you got to do. Let's see. Oh man, that's what I'm saying. These schizophrenics are making me feel schizophrenic. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's see X-ray diversity. Hey, can you hear me, bro? Pussyplex, second try. Okay. Hey, X-rated. I can't hear you, bro. So something's up. Something's up. I can only find a Catholic conversion camp or there. I'm pretty sure there might be, bro. Grasping at straws. Yeah, man. X-rated. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, type in the chat that you can hear me, bro. Because I can't hear you. I know you're up here. See, I can see you. Okay, you got to jump off, bro. Rain Man crunching numbers while stocking, very impressive and depressing. Yeah, bro. I wonder how he preps. All right, bro. I don't know what happened. I don't know why you can't get on, but Miss Yaya can get on. Katie Frizzle can get on. As a matter of fact, Miss Oakland, everything got on the other day. So I don't know what's up, bro. You check that shit. I don't know what's going on. Noodleplex is a blockhead. I knew it. I'll be back. Let me get some coffee real quick. I'll be right. Oh, I still got some. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up? What's up, Shawnee Reek Watson? What's up, man? Chilling, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. But I don't know why you can't hear me. I don't know either, bro. Something's up with your audio. You got something's up, bro. You might have to check the settings on that if you're using your phone. Stockbroker. All right. Anyways, guys. Anyways, yeah, I would love to have that conversation. If some people were to jump on as to what you do to start your week. What do you do to start your week? I think she pressed by tucking so her mom's on her fits better. Que chistoso. Hey, what's up, Terps? Saludos y respetos, Terps. Hey, shout out to Terps. Go check out his channel, guys. Terps has his channel. He's doing his thing. Shout out to Terps, man. Good to see you, bro. H&R Blockhead. You guys are funny. Anyways, yeah. So look, I have to I have to cut my hair weekly. I have to have my laundry clean before the week begins. I have to have done something as far as the chores are concerned. And prayer. And I pray. I believe in prayer. Other people believe in meditating. Other people don't believe in none of that. Other people believe in doing other things to prepare. But all I'm saying is that how or what attitude we're going to have makes a whole lot of difference in how we're going to start off our week. Okay, the attitude that you have, Target, say Slaughter, Chirps, say Frank, what? Say Frank, you can't. I guess you got happy and you released that comment without finishing, I guess. So I'll wait for you to go back and do it again because I don't know what you say, Frank. You can't. What do you mean you can't, Frank? You can't. There, Frank. You can't, motherfucker. But I'll tell you right now, Frank can. He most certainly can. Frank can do it every day. Look, I do it every day. I dropped a short earlier. If you haven't already seen it, please go watch my short. Please go watch it. Go watch my short. Go give it a like. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's at 315 views. That's pretty good. It's got 5 comments. Okay, I can't see all the comments. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so part of my ritual. Let me see. It would suck to be a troll and be devoid of any wit. Yeah, say friends, I just on the blood on the cross with bros. What are you talking about? Look, that's a good cue for me to go get coffee. I'm gonna leave that up there. Give me a sec. Let's see. What's that say? Say Frank that dissing on the blood on the cross with brother blood. You can't load this. You should go watch all of the lives because I'm sure you probably have that he's done on me, and then come back and talk that bullshit. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. What's up, Terps? What's up? Big Happy. Yeah, Slaughter. What it do, man? That's right. Imagine working a national account at Quinn Emanuel. That would suck. Hell yeah. Frank, just whoever the fuck you want, bro. Man, these guys are dumb. Hey, these guys are dumb, Cali Big Dog. You already know what's up, bro. Just went to get some more coffee because of that. I can't imagine it ill. Let's see, can't be me. That's right. Or couldn't be me. Okay. Frank isn't doing any bloody retraction. Nah, hell no. These fools are stupid. Not only that, bro. Not only that. That fool, as soon as he saw me on the scene, developed an infatuation with everything Frank Tika. I don't know if he's still doing it. I don't really care. I don't care if he is. I don't care what he does. I don't care what any of them do, to be honest with you guys. You know, those things don't get to me. See, none of that like will affect me. None of that will put me in a manic state. And those are like some of the things that I already have taken into consideration as far as my presence on YouTube. Like I already know, that these things come with the territory. And like the shark, I always tell Shark City, and shout out to Shark City once again. Like I always say, it's like I come into these motherfucking spaces prepared, like knowing exactly what I'm gonna face. So, and they know what's up too. Like they know what's up. Big Happy's a lame. Look, see, that's the thing, man. Like I'm not. I never came out here saying I'm a tough ass gangster. I'm not a gangster. I've never been one. Never been a gangster. What I have been is, just down for my shit. That's it, for what I believe in. And then when I was locked up, you guys already know how I roll, you know. But I'm not out here representing anything. Like I don't represent any nothing, no type of affiliation. The friends that I had, the crew that I had, they were my crew. We were down and loyal for each other, but the majority have passed away. I only talked to one dude, from that era that was with me, and he's changed. He's got a business, he's married, and we only talk maybe once every 6-7 months, just to keep in touch. But I haven't lost all of my connections to people in the States, you know. So that's why I trip out when these fools like do these things, like the things that they do is like, fool, like you live on the same planet, bitch. you know. So you think if you're doing this, people can't be doing this shit to you right back, but without you even fucking knowing. So it's annoying, man. It's annoying when I see these guys revert to fucking trying to rewrite history. I'm not the one who did whole fucking online spiritual services using my live videos as fucking cautionary tales. I wasn't the one doing that shit. So fuck you and what you're saying. Imagine being so susceptible to joining cults that you make a video about all the weird ass stupid cults you join. Which is funny to me because that just goes to show how easily you can be swayed and taken advantage of. Like how easily you can give up your heart, your thoughts, and your mind to something. Because that's what you do in the cult. Like you have to pretty much be in it to win it. And then you delete your whole channel to other people not to Jay Slaughter, Jehovah's are a cult, secondhand embarrassment, cringe. See, let's see, and then you try to expose people whose identity you have no clue of. Yeah. Imagine not allowing your mom to be a part of a cult, but risking her safety on a regular basis. I know that's not part of what I do. You know what I mean? My whole start of the week, all it concerns is me doing my job, me spending the time I can with my kids, me spending the time I can putting out content. That's it. And whatever chance I have to go out and do something with the family, which we will be hopefully doing this week, um, you know, we're gonna do that. But I don't have any days in which it's heavier than others. Even on my days off, I feel like I'm doing something, and even on the days I work, I feel like I have times that I can just chill. So how we confront the start of our week, I think determines if it will be a good week or a not so good week. Could be a fucking could be the worst fucking week if that's how we want to look at it. But I think every day we have a new opportunity to make our week better, make our day better, and if we make it to tomorrow, make tomorrow better. But I love to look back, like when Sunday hits, like Sunday, and I look back, I'm like, I had a pretty fucking productive week. And that accomplishment of having had a productive week, of having been able to maneuver through all the bullshit, of having been able to survive and be alive and do what I got to do. That's another thing that prepares me for the week that's coming up. That's right. Imagine being a tree twink and too stupid to know who not to fuck with. Imagine being a fruitcake and pretending to be again. That's another one, man. Frank is a very empathetic guy, but he can't even put himself in the shoes of an unhitched degenerate that would allow his mom to follow. Nah, man, look. So I know that I've done my shit, right? And that's the thing. And I think that all of that, like knowing who I've been, knowing what I'm capable of, knowing all the things that I have done already, like good and bad, all of that allows me to see who I would not like to be, like what I would not like to be, like what are the things that I would not like to do, or what are the things that I would not like happen to me. And that's how I treat people. I treat people according to that principle because I don't want to treat people the way I don't want to be treated. I don't want to do to people things I don't want them to do to me, right? And like I've told you many times before, and I'm going to say it again because this is something that I prepare myself for is this. No, one of my rituals when I pray, what I ask of God and what I push for on a daily basis is to truly have empathy and to truly have love for others. The only thing is that those people that have blatantly called themselves to stand opposed to those things that are good and right in the world because they want to get a laugh and they want to use it to fuck around and troll and do all of the bullshit. Like if these people have already come out and publicly stated, this is the type of motherfucker I am on these spaces. I don't give a fuck about nothing that you consider holy, nothing that you consider sacred. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm going to talk about your mom. I'm going to talk about your wife. I'm going to talk about your kids. I'm going to threaten them. I'm going to do all of this shit. And all of this shit all this extra shit that I'm doing, I'm going to do it in the name of trolling. So please leave me alone. I'm just fucking around. You know what? Fuck you and what you're going through. And one of my thoughts about that is I'm not going to give you the energy that you think you deserve. Fuck you. Like, you can come over here and ask me bullshit, like with your bullshit ass fucking questions, like, Frank, why didn't you do this? Frank, do. Man, fuck you. You know, fuck you and that whole side. Coming at telling me, don't go low and insulting. What the fuck are you talking about? You guys, your whole side were the first ones to throw the rock. See, I'm prepared for all of that shit on a weekly basis. Like, on a weekly basis, I am prepared to face all of that shit. I don't give a fuck. You know? See, that's the thing about faith, and that's the thing about like truly having faith, you know, as opposed to speaking the Lord's name in vain and using that to attack people and just to say like the craziest, grimiest shit. You guys know who I'm talking about because they just mentioned them here on my chat just a little while ago. So I'm gonna address that shit. I do not believe that when you're speaking of God, you will use his word to destroy someone with lies. If you consider yourself so called a child of God, but you are an active participant in the assassination of character, doxing, body shaming, insulting, and false jacket placing, and you enjoy it, then you're not for truth. And if you're not for truth, you cannot be a child of God. Straight up. How do I know this? Because I read the Bible. How else do I know it? Because that's exactly my prayer at the beginning of every day. That I don't ever want to succumb to making accusations and using lies and using all of these things that are ungodly just to feel good about myself. I don't need none of that. I know my value. Like, I could shut YouTube down today. And here in my life, I'm the same person. I'm the same man. I walk without any fear of speaking my mind, of being who I am. You know? So that is the reason why I don't have any manic Mondays. And that's the reason why I can face every day, every week with confidence, with strength, and with courage. But I'm ready to love. I'm ready to show empathy. I'm ready to help. I'm man, straight up, I am. But that don't mean that I'm not prepared to just elbow your teeth out the minute you get disrespectful and you cross the line. That's not very godly of me. I'm still learning. Hey, show me some grace. Straight up, I'm not going to let you, whoever you are, thinking that you could put me and my children's lives in danger and my family's life in danger, to think that I'm going to take lightly to that. Like Kendrick Lamar said, Beat that ass and hide the Bible if God's watching. I'll come to terms with God later. And with this, I don't call any harm upon me or my family. All the contrary. I pray for all anybody that wants to wish me or mine harm to get dealt with before they even step 500 yards even close to me. Like, that's where my force field's at, and I have faith in that. And for all of those that continue to do what you're doing, I'm praying for you to get exactly what you deserve. And I don't know if you guys have understood yet that I'm blessed. And I don't say it in the way like Joker and them when they get their donations, right? I mean, I'm truly am blessed. And I'm blessed with the fact that I've got people that that come and watch every day. The fact that I'm truthful and I truly am against all of this shit that these weirdos do. Shout out to Shark City Girl, man. Shout out to Jay Slaughter. Shout out to everybody. Nobody deserves, shout out to Sooners, everyone, man. Taco Stain, bro. No, Miss Yaya. Like, who else are they going to try to move on next? I know they got Park's account blocked, right? Like, who else are they going to go after? For the purpose of what? Like, what is your recompense in all of this? See, and that's the type of thing that I strive to be above. Every single start of the week, every single start of the day, I rise to be above even any sentiment of get back. I'm not a vindictive person. I'm not. But I'm proactive and I'm offensive. I'm not on the defense. I'm on the offense. And that's why maybe sometimes I see things a certain way. Because I'm on the offense. Like, I'll step up front. Like, I'm not going to shy away from the fight. Like, I'll run headlong into it. I prefer it. When we talk about preparing for the week, if I know that tomorrow I have to go do some shit that I don't really want to fucking do, I'm going to wake up even earlier that day. I'm going to be ready even earlier. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to have breakfast. I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to read. I'm going to do whatever I have to fucking do to prepare myself mentally to go through that. And if it's at 10 in the morning that I have to go there, I'm going to be there 45 minutes earlier just walking around that motherfucker. Because that's how I am. Like, I'll go and meet it head on. And see, that's my only problem with certain situations is that I'm not close enough to deal with them, unfortunately. At least not personally. But these sometimes people think they see me, they see me that I'm down here in El Salvador. I got my family, I got my friends. And they probably think I'm alone or that I don't have any connections outside of here. Like, I'm just so far away that I don't, that I don't have family, that I don't have people that are professionals that are friends of mine in the States. Like, I'm not alone, bitch. Like, I can get shit taken care of if I need to get it taken care of. Because I have friends and I have resources. And see, because I know all of these things, because I know that these things exist, is that I walk around prepared for every single day to rise and to end. My faith is in God, but God has He created this network around me because I didn't know how to create networks. And see, I think that that's something else that we all have to learn. And in order for us to learn how to network with others, we have to swallow our pride. We have to let go of ego. We have to stop being fucking creeps and trolls and little bitches. Because if you want to network with people, if you want to create the type of network that you need to create solid foundations to just move up and to have the right connections, you need to be able to fucking swallow your fucking pride and ego. You're not the best at everything you do, bitch. Sometimes you just got to learn and listen and learn to shut up. Hey, what's up, Hugo Torres? Saludos, Frank. Happy Monday afternoon. Yeah, man. That's right. Let's see. We want to love you, free twink, but you won't let us. We want to love you, tree twink, but yeah, that's right. Luckily, you don't fry your hard drive with all the cousin fucking tree wink photos. Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Jay Slaughter, damn near. Tree twink, we are praying for praying with an E. That's right. Hey, that's right, Oakland. Everything. Saludos, Frank Ticas, listening in. Saludos, chat. Hey, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Just catching up with these chats here. Oakland, everything. Jay Slaughter. Let's see, Jay Slaughter. These scumbags are not going to find the golden rule in a plastic surgery waste dumpster. Yeah. It's called the golden rule because just like us, see, that's why I consider we are golden. Shout out to Exposed to. Shout out to the ladies of Exposed to. Shout out to everybody down with the revolution. Shark City Girl. Everybody. Katie Frizzle. Taco Stain, Sooners, Terps, Ghost. What happens is that we have learned to transcend all of these things that would maybe trigger other people, and that's what these trolls thought that they would find in us. They thought that they're like weak fucking sauce trolling bullshit was gonna trigger us, was gonna cause some shit, and it doesn't. If anything, it just makes you look fucking desperate and stupid. That's the thing that you guys don't understand is you trolls look desperate, you look stupid. Like you look desperate, you look stupid, you look immature, you look like a bunch of shit that you should have on your resume, bitch. Like I'm sure that if your employer knew how you use company resources, they might rethink your position at the company. Like that's how fucking weird you fucking are. That's right, Terps. Nice to see you. That's right. Good to see you, Terps. Free Ghost. I think Ghost is busy doing missionary work on McKinley Avenue. you know, how do I prepare for my week? How do I prepare for every day? I look at what I have in front of me and see myself doing it. And I see myself doing it well. I see myself conquering the day. I wake up to conquer every fucking day. That's how I wake up. I wake up ready to do what I got to do. I don't allow for negative thoughts to consume me, and I think that that's something that I just wanted. I want to put out there. I want to share with you guys, and to everyone's different. We're all different. We're all dealing with different things. Shout out to Katie Frizzle, who's been very open about some of the battles that she's had, and we all know um, that there are mental challenges out as well. No, there is mental illness. There is trauma. There are things that can affect the way we do things. I understand that too. Shout out to Ricky. Shout out to Kimberly. We haven't shouted them out in a while, but shout out to them because they go through it too. They have to deal with that every day, not just the mental illness, but the trauma caused by some of these individuals that we don't give a fuck about. Like fuck you, Skittles, fuck you, Joker, fuck you, Ollie, and that whole other side of trolls. Fuck you all. It comes off as desperate, unhinged, and highly perverted, probably from the suppression of gay instincts in My Little Pony Quinceañera Piñatas. Look, man, look. Shout out to everybody. We're not, and I want to make this clear. You know, we respect everybody's sexual preference, religious preference. What we don't respect is the use of these things to manipulate or to pressure, or if you don't have control of these things, for you to think that we need to control them for you, or that we need to be a part of it. Like, don't come try to indoctrinate any of us, is what we're fucking saying. Like, each of us knows what we think, what we believe in, and that's how we roll. And we roll together even with those differences. But there are some people that haven't come to terms with their realities, and that causes them to make some of the worst decisions they can make. Like following people and trying to find out where they live. Like, how unhinged do you have to be to follow someone that you don't even know for clicks and views? See, that's the type of thing that I believe that's a mental disorder, or psychological at least. That they should be checked out. That's right, Hangman. That's right. We're welcoming of alternative lifestyles. Live your truth, Edgar. Yeah, we are. I mean, look, everybody is different. I mean, I have no problems, and I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. As long as you're not hurting children, as long as you're not hurting others, as long as you're not imposing your will on people by force. That's why I'm not going to let anyone come in here and try to impose their narratives or their will or their thought process on me. I don't do it to you. You don't do it to me. But because this is my channel, I will express what I think. I will express how I see things and my thoughts and my opinions. And we can have the back and forth. We can have the conversation. But I'm not going to succumb to you if, once again, you haven't sold your idea well. If you sell your idea well, if you sell it to where I think about it, and then if I think about it, it makes more sense to me, I will adopt it. Like, I have no problem in doing that, but just don't come and try to force your will on me in any way, shape, or form. I'm prepared to debate you. I'm prepared to rebuke you. I'm prepared to ignore you. I'm prepared to be like, man, fuck this fool. Because I'm prepared to deal with whatever the day brings. And if the day brings some obnoxious ass bitch into my chat or anywhere, I will deal with you accordingly. And I don't have to be nice about it. Because sometimes people think that, when we talk about God and we talk about love, yeah, I can love. I have the capacity of loving. I have the capacity of forgiving. I have the capacity of being empathetic, of even being nurturing. And if I have to help heal your wounds, I may do that because that's how I am, but that's me. Don't expect everybody in the movement to be like that. Some will see you bleeding and coming up, and they'll just finish the job. Shit. I might not be that quick to finish the job. I might still try to, help you out, but you might say or do something that'll be like, yeah, you know what? Clack, 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 clack. Fuck yeah, what you're going to. Their thought process. I get that it would suck watching all the girls in class getting you Barbies and Bratz dolls while you sit on the sidelines, then befriending some old creep to play with his dolls you missed out on. Yeah. Look, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I don't succumb to shit because I already succumbed to too much when I was younger. When I was younger, I succumbed to a bunch of shit that I shouldn't have, to staying out, to being involved in fucking crimes and bullshit. Hey, what's up, Shankopotamus? I missed a lot of good academic opportunities because I was acting the fool. Like I had a whole scholarship to Cal Arts that I just fucked around and fucked it off because I wanted to be out on the street and I thought I had time to cash in on it. Well, surprise, motherfucker, you're going to jail. It's pretty much what happened. You know, and it's because of all of those missed opportunities. Shout out to Frank Tika. Shout out to you, El Manor. Specialized succumbed when he was younger too, yeah. Because of all of those, I knew someone was going to say that. Because of all of those missed opportunities for acting the fool, that I realized that acting the fool is the stupidest shit you can do when you don't have your shit together. How are you going to act the fool and just fuck everything off if you don't have your shit together? Imagine what's worse is when you have a good job and you're fucking it off for being a fool. Like I see that. I'm seeing that right now. If you guys know about the conversation that we're having, then you will know that someone is willing to put everything on the line, a good job, good fucking salary, using company resources to troll and dox. Like, well, how fucking stupid do you have to be? Is what I'm saying. You know? But see, I don't have that problem. Once again, I'm prepared for all of this shit. Like I've been prepared. That's why I prepare myself every morning. I prepare myself to do this. Like when I know that I'm doing these talking papas, right? You know, I'm doing them daily. We're gonna be talking papas. We're gonna be talking papas all week long. All week long. All week. Well, I'm gonna try to get Lionel Richie to sing me an intro or something. You know, we're going to be doing all this all week long. Like I'm doing it every day. So I know I have to prepare myself to do this. Imagine if I allowed for fucking weirdos with their fucking weird ass obsession that they have on me to get me, you know, to lose my fucking composure to where it just fucks off my whole day and I don't even want to put out a video because I'm so fucking mad. You're not going to accomplish that shit. I'm going to continue doing what I do, you know, and your likes, your thumbs up, your thumbs down, you know, if hey, those thumbs down count too. Oh, thank you, son. Thank you. What is it? What kind is it? Rose. All right. Hey, shout out. Little cup of rose. Hey, I'm winding down. Jay Slaughter, that's right. That's right. You know, so that's my whole thing, man, is you know, imagine if I let these fools get to me, fuck, or you know, I would lose my composure, or I dedicated every single aspect of my fucking waking hours to figuring out how the fuck to get these guys. Like, man, fuck that shit. It's not, you know, I'm gonna say this once, and I've said this once. I'm gonna say it again. I may not say it ever again because it should already be burned into your fucking subconscious. The minute that I told these motherfuckers to continue threatening me and to leave the threats on the chat, and I asked you guys anytime that they threaten me or any of their fucking comments, leave it there on the chat. You know, I'll you know, you'll know when to time these motherfuckers out. But ever since I said that, you motherfuckers stopped threatening me. You motherfuckers stopped putting threats on my chat. And you know why you stopped doing it, bitches? Because you know that you can track all of that shit. I don't give a fuck if it's YouTube. And you already know it doesn't matter if it's YouTube. Because IP addresses can be found. And we know of some IP addresses already, bitch. Like what the fuck do you think? We're not what we're fucking stupid, or you think you're the only ones that know about fucking IP addresses and how to fucking mask your shit? What, you think that there aren't ways to go around it? Especially if you're willing to go and fucking go far and beyond into almost illegal shit, which is where you're at, bitches. Spend some of that money you saved on celebrating birthdays and see a fucking shrink. That's right, Shankopotamus. I mean, see, you guys are you're fucking stupid, man. You're fucking stupid because you do some of this shit from work. See, and I'm prepared. See, look, all when I'm like working, like whenever I'm working, I'm on my phone. And that short that I put out today, I did it on my phone. Now, some of those clips were on my laptop. All I did was send them to myself and work them on my phone because while I'm working, while I'm on my laptop, I'm not going to be doing other shit because even though these contracts and the work that I do is very personal shit, but I'm also keeping track, and there is software that keeps track of whatever the fuck I do. So I'm prepared. Like, I know that there's certain moments in the day in which I can do the clippings and do the shit that I do to put out my videos without it interfering with my job. But some of these trolls, some of these stupid motherfuckers are doing this shit from work. It's like, how stupid can you be? So once again, be wise about what you do. Like, if you're going to do the stuff that you do, once again, time management is key. Don't do shit from work that you should be doing outside of work. That's all I got to say. Because if you're doing shit on your work computer using work resources to accomplish the shit that you're doing, you don't think it's going to fucking find its way back to you, stupid? They definitely know because they sit on frontline and are threatening to sit on me, but I don't make threats. Yeah, I know. I know, bro. But I've been very clear. You know, what I wouldn't give, what I wouldn't give. God is my witness. God is my witness. What I wouldn't give to be able to run some fades. I mean, I'm not joking. Like, that's why I put the videos out there. No, my kids are here. Like my like when I'm doing these lives, my children are here. Like, everyone's home. They know who I am, and I'm not the fighting type. I'm a peaceful warrior. But see, a lot of this shit, if you guys are so fucking down to talk all of this shit and to do all of this shit online, but you're not down to meet up, then what the fuck is the point? I don't get it. I really don't get it. And because I don't get it, because it doesn't make sense to me, I've already put it to the side where I see these fools as straight fucking bitches. Like, they don't deserve any of my attention. So that is why these fools really can't get to me. They don't get under my skin. They just annoy me like a fucking mosca. You know what I mean? That's why I fucking called you a mosca, because you're annoying. Zzz, that's it. That's all you do is zzz, zzz, zzz. But when you try to swat the motherfucker, he fucking flies away like a little bitch that he is. Small, especially in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, man. Primo, that's right. Their perversion goes way past that of Joker and Leonard's. They are generally a threat to society in the lamest possible way. I just think that, once again, like I said yesterday, and I'm always going to say, you know, there are people that because they're behind the computer, want to get away with as much as they can or behind their phone, whatever. But consequences are consequences. And I would hate to see all the consequences accumulated and toppled over. Because sometimes they don't come like one by one. Like, oh, I mess with like 10 people. I mess with him first, so his comeback is going to come first. I mess with her first, second, so her comeback is going to come back second. I mess with it. Doesn't usually. Sometimes it works where it just all comes barreling down, and that's some sad shit. Because that's what you're witnessing that with these other lames. Like you're witnessing that with Joker and Leonard. Like all of the shit, all of the shit that's been accumulated for years. It's just like the floodgates have opened and it's fucking up their pockets. Are you guys watching their views? See, so I'm prepared once again. I prepare myself every day before I even put out content, before I come onto these lives. Am I gonna fucking do I really have something I need to talk about? Because I'm not going to come out here and just fucking, even though it's called Talking Papas and we're talking Papas, I'm not going to gaslight you guys. But I think these topics are important. Like, how do you prepare for the week? I think it's important to think about these things, because these are like everyday type of things, but that we should pay more attention to because there's that saying that goes, the devil's in the details, right? The devil's in the details. It's in these little details. One little fucking number can make a difference between if this piece will work on this machine or not. Just one little fucking number, one little digit. Like a chubby little larva just wriggling around in their office chair. If I can't be present in a physical form, then I have to let it go. Yeah, bro. That's where I'm at. And see, and the thing is, Hangman, is this. You know what I've said and I've been saying and I will continue to say is that you can all those fools, they love to deal in falsehood. They don't give a fuck. As long as it's grimy. Like if it's a grimy fucking story that they can put together, it doesn't matter if like one letter of it is true, but and all the million other letters in it are false. Like as long as your name is in there, because your name is in there, that makes it real. But everything else that they've concocted, everything else that they've concocted is fake as fuck. Like people will look into it. They might laugh at your fucking video. They might laugh at your fucking meme. But then they're going to come over here and they're going to see, wait a minute, all that shit that they're talking over there doesn't really align to who these people are. And I think that's kind of what's been happening with me. I know a lot of people really wanted to hate on me. Like I know a lot of people probably do still hate on me. But what I mean is that I know that there were some factions that really didn't want to see my channel prosper, that didn't really want to see me grow, that didn't really want to see the support that I'm getting, that don't like it. And I understand it. I get it. I'm praying for your downfall too. Okay, because you're trying to go against me for all of the reasons that have nothing to do with truth. And because you deal in inequity and lies, I shine. But that's just the law and the prophets. And if you knew anything truly about the word of God, for those of you that say that, oh my God, you're insulting that guy and that's low blow. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I try to give them grace. And if you guys look at many of the videos that I had on fucking that dude, that weirdo, that bloody dude, on many of them, I didn't want to talk shit to him immediately. I was still giving him the benefit of the doubt that he was a true Christian. Maybe he was just confused. I don't know. But he just proved me right. So fuck, after a while of too many insults of videos just of insults after insults after insults, it gets to a point where you're like, well, first of all, he's obviously not a son or a child of God because he's dealing in lies, he's peddling lies, and he's peddling in hate and misinformation. So that can't come from God because God is, the way I believe in it. Once again, disclaimer, these are my words. This is how my opinion. It's not necessarily a fact. It's not necessarily fiction. It's just my opinion. It's just how I view things. That's why if you go to the channel description, it says it's my point of view on things that happen, right? So when this guy started doing videos on me, I gave him grace, and I even tried to go on some of his lives, and I went on one of his lives and he shut it down. Okay. So I tried. And I even challenged him. And you guys remember, I challenged him. I said, look, we're going to have 3 points that we will defend biblically. I made a public challenge. No way insulting, no way threatening, just a public challenge. And they decided to turn around and turn it into some bullshit. So fuck that. Ever since all of that happened, I have stopped talking about these fools. So what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, insulting him is no one's insulting nobody. You guys make yourself look stupid. You guys make yourself look weak by all the shit that you do because it shows that you weren't prepared to deal with a movement, a revolution such as the one we've got going on. And that's the truth. The devil's in the she-males or the squalors. Low level suckers, straight up low levels. Frankie, nobody from that side can speak ill of you. You're a good man. I mean, they do anyway. But the reality is, that every time that I come in front of you guys and when I decide to put out a video or I decide to come on a live, I'm always going to come from a place of honesty. Like, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. That's why when these dudes have come on to press me and shit, I've been very honest about the way I feel about it. Like, we can have a conversation and I can be like, okay, I see how you're seeing it, but this is why I see it. And that should be it. Like, there should not be any hard feelings. And that's why I love fades. Because a fade should put an end to that shit. And everybody that's a witness to that fade should say, okay, you got down. Okay, you got down. All right, shake. All right. That's it, motherfucker. Stop. Ya stuvo. Ya stuvo. That's it. That's where it should end. But see, these trolls, they don't have an end in sight because they don't have anything else to play with. And it's kind of sad. But they weren't prepared. And that's what I'm telling you guys. You guys have to prepare how you're going to start off your week. You guys have to prepare yourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually to counter all of that shit. If you are an employee and you have a boss and you have a team and you work around with others, sometimes you got to pray extra hard because maybe Becky at the water cooler always steals your shit from the refrigerator. Like, whatever you take, she steals some shit. Or they jump in front of you when you're supposed to be clocking in, someone jumps in front of you. Like, you got to be prepared for all of that. That's why I tell you time management is important. That's like, if you're able to manage your time, if you're able to control that, you don't know how much power you have. They're so fucking fake they can't stand to see authenticity because it makes them look like shit by comparison. That's why I don't worry about it, Jay Slaughter. That's why I don't worry about it. I truly don't. That's right. That's right. Use your low IQ for something productive and you'll avoid the low blows. Low blows to low blowfish. Special ed was giving low blow. But he doesn't understand that these perverts just laughing at him. Yeah, well, he chose that route. Yeah, yay, clown shoe. Yeah, look, I feel sorry for the guy, but I don't feel bad for the guy. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you chose to be who you are, just like I choose to be who I am, and I am who I am. Like I am who I am, and that's all that I am. Shout out to Popeye. No, I am who I am, and that's all that I am. I can't come here and fake the funk because I might not remember what the fuck I was faking on tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep it straight up. You know, you don't see me with jewelry. You don't see me fake flexing. You know, I'm not going to be wearing no gold plated imitation jewelry to try to impress you. I'm not going to do none of that shit. I'm not going to come out here and show you the shoes that I bought. I'm not going to do none of that shit. I'm not going to come out here and show you the caps that I collected. I'm not going to do none of that shit because that's not what I'm about. I'm about this. You know, I'm about putting out there all of the shit that's wrong. As a man, I trip out that there's men acting like this. This tells me El Diablo is alive and well. Fuck him. Yeah, you know, and sometimes we blame the devil for shit that it's us. Straight up, because you know what? Even the Bible says that we sin based on the wants and the desires, the concupiscence of our skin. Right? So that's why we sin. Like we sin based on our own desires, bro, and we just let loose. That's why we have to be very moderated. Like, you know, I'm not against people drinking. I am against people drinking online, getting drunk and acting stupid. But I've seen people drink online. It's like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. You know, as long as you're not belligerent and you're acting stupid. And I've said that many times. The problem is the type of show and spectacle that you give, and you let people think that it's okay to be that way. No, it's not okay to be that way. It's not okay to come online and act stupid and fucking show your panza and perv over women and get drunk to the point that you're so stupid that you knock over your fucking microphone and you turn off your whole shit. Like, that's not okay. It's not okay to come out here and beg for fucking quarters and nickels and dimes and run around your fucking chair because they sent you a galaxy. That's not okay. That's not becoming of any fucking man. I don't care who the fuck you think you are. You can play games with your family, you can play games with your friends, and you can act a fool amongst them. But the minute that you come out here and you put the camera on you and you act the fool in front of everybody after you talk shit and you've wished death upon people, you've spoken bad about the dead, you body shame, you cuss people out, you talk to people as though they're less than you because they didn't do the time that you did, don't expect me to applaud when I see you acting stupid online. If you're so hardcore, fucking keep it hardcore, bitch. Straight up. Don't come out here acting hardcore 1 minute, wishing death upon people, and then the next minute playing the victim because we're calling you out for running around your chair acting like a bitch. See, I'm prepared for that shit. I prepare myself every week to come out here and point that shit out. With the Exposed Tube movement, with the Exposed Tube revolution. Shout out to ET, shout out to Ladies of Exposed Tube, shout out to Sooner, shout out to Terp, shout out to Taco Stain, shout out to Ghost, shout out to everybody. Hey, Shark City Girl has her page out there, man. I shared something. Please go check it out. It's in my community page. You're going to see a video posted by the Shark City Girl. Hey, shout out to Shark City Girl for putting her content out there. I'm going to continue to ride hard for my family, for the revolution too. We're going to continue doing this. I'm prepared every day for that. I don't need a daily ritual. All I need to do is know that every day that I wake up and I start putting together content and I come before the camera and I do these lives, trust me that I have spoken to God and I have told him that I'm going to come out here and be myself. Straight up. And if being myself, putting fools on blast, speaking the truth is going to get these little haters all up, you know, their panties all up in the bunch to where they're going to create falsehoods about me, so be it. You guys will be the ones that reap what you sow. You know how I know that I'm reaping what I sow is because every day I'm blessed. I have a good job. I've got a lot of hours. I already saw the renewal of my hours. It's crazy. I didn't even have to sign a contract this week. And that's how I know, that's how I know that God is blessing me. How do I know that I'm on the right path? Because I see you guys here with me interacting. I see the way that the exposed to movement, the exposed to revolution continues to move forward. I see the ladies of exposed to doing their thing. We're on the collective. But apart from the YouTube stuff, I see what my family's all about. My wife is blessed. My children are blessed. And because I have that faith and the knowledge that I'm doing well, that I am blessed, none of what you little bitches out there try to do will ever affect me because I am the chosen of God. And that's how I walk through this world like the Duke of Earl. As I walk through this world, nothing can stop the Duke of Earl. Homie, that's me. I'm the Duke of Earl up in this bitch. You can't stop me. You can't stop me from walking the way I do, from trading the way I do. I'm going to continue to love people. I'm going to continue to pray. I'm going to continue to be who I am. But you're not going to stop it with your falsehood and with your bullshit. Not at all. Not whatsoever. Keep it bloody. Yeah, yeah. That's right, Popeye. Shout out to Popeye. Shout out to Pengu. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Mr. Oxnard. That's right, Popeye. Nice to see you, man. I'm almost done with my whiskey. Got to go to work, mañana. All right, that's cool, bro. I'm drinking a little wine right now, a little rosé. You know, my son hooked me up. Gracias, hijo. That's right, Popeye. Fools that think they're above tasting their own medicine. Man, no one's above tasting their own medicine. Nobody. For good or for bad. No one's above tasting their own medicine, bro. Straight up. Nobody. That's why you got to be humble. Now, there's a big difference between being sure of yourself and walking in confidence and being humble, because you can be both. And I'm humble. I'm humble to the point where I know I don't know it all. I'm humble because I know I learn from you guys. I'm humble because I know that my channel only gets to views, only gets to likes, only gets to support because of you. I'm humble to that. I'm knowing that all I can do is come out here and be myself and let the rest work itself out. Right? Straight up. But you guys know that I'm going to be out here every day, putting it down, talking my shit, spitting puras papas, puras papas, papas puras, puré de papa, papa puree. But I do it in stride. I do it with pride. I do it knowing I'm part of the hive. I stay alive and I continue to thrive while all those other bitches continue chucking and jiving. I keep it real. Straight up. That's right, Popeye. Frank D. Yay, yay. That's right, OG Small. Soy como soy. That's right, Popeye. Somos como somos. That's right, homie. Hey, Sunshine Valentine. Hey, nice to see. Thank you so much for showing up to my channel. Hey, everyone say hi to Sunshine. You know, she's the wife of our homie, Mike, right? A big spider. That's right. Hi, Sunny. Nice to see you, Sunshine. Thank you so much for being here. That's right. That's right. Palabra, pura palabra. No, straight up, bro. I mean, straight up. Look, man. Look, and this is all part of the message. This is how I am. I come into the week with this type of energy, bro. It could be Monday, it could be Friday, it could be Saturday. It could be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Fuck, that's how I am, straight up. That's right, Popeye. Doesn't matter what the week it is. I'm up and running. Now, we all have our good days, we all have our bad days, and we have to be mentally, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually prepared for that shit. But if we consider ourselves to be who we are, that's right, Friedman Tube. Nice to see you. Nothing more obnoxious and sick than the people are so confidently wrong and stupid. That's right, hey, Oakland. No soy monedita de oro, but you know what? Soy oro. We are though. Somos oro. It's just that we're not. Not everybody likes gold. Sometimes we're too blinding. You know what I mean? Sometimes Sometimes our shine is too bright. So you got fools like this. Oh, can't stand it. Trying to unplug us. Trying to keep us from shining. Man, we're too strong up in this bitch. Nice to see you, Oakland. That's right, Jay Slaughter. That's right, Omander. Friedman too. Sometimes you don't say anything in the chat, but I'm always, that's cool. Don't trip, Friedman too. We know. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Moni and Grun. Saludo everyone that's in here. That's right. Saludos to everyone. Yeah, man. You know, we're over here talking papas. Talking papas. Got 22 watching. Thank you guys so much. You know, but I prepare for this. I prepare every day, to take on whatever it is that's gonna come. No, all that grabbing the bull by the horns. I fucking have that motherfucker in a headlock, straight up. Hey, what's up, Taco? Saying good evening, chat. Enjoying the show as always. Tika's at work, keeping. Yay, yay. Hey, we are the relentless exposed to movement. You know what I mean? It's a song. Yeah, I know. Yo sé, no soy monedita de oro para caerle bien a todos. I know, but it's the truth, Oakland. It's the truth. That's right. Hangman Stranger got Taco in the house. Got Taco. Man, we got the family up in here. We do what we do. But once again, look, you have to have a game plan and you have to be prepared for anything that goes left. Straight up. Anything can go left. Anything can go left. People can go left. Like someone can be having a very fucking bad day, someone that you're used to just being chill, cool, whatever, and that day they're just fucking weird, right? You may not know what, but it might throw you off. Sometimes our energy can throw someone else's energy off. Like it's like a domino effect. That's why I keep my energy on check. Because I know that my energy, I know that how I get down can impact people, not just through the screen, right? Not just on a live, but also in real life. I got people around me that depend on me, that look up to me, and I got to make sure every day that I'm prepared, to stand up to the moment, to stand up to that pressure, to be one with those that are one with me. Some people prefer silicone, plastic, chewing gum, rubber cement, and Botox, usually lower tier process. Yeah, they get immunity. Immunity. We talk papas because we're prepared to cook papas. That's right, bro. I mean, look, man, I come and talk papas. And up until this very day, nobody has been able to say anything about me regarding the message and regarding what we do, because I prepare for this shit all the time. You gotta be prepared. That's all I'm saying. You have to be prepared. If you want to be 100% standing 10 toes down on business all the time, you have to be prepared every single day to whatever comes. But at the same time, you have to be water. Like Bruce Lee said. I believe, Bruce Lee he had a lot of dope philosophy. Shout out to Bruce Lee. Rest in peace. He said you got to be water. And I agree. Water, you can heat it up, turns to steam, but once it condenses, turns back into water. You can freeze it up. If water can go into rocks, into whole mountains, and it could crack a whole mountain, water, and then turn back into water and flow freely. Gotta be water, my friend. Gotta be water. Let's see. Let's go back to the chat. Taco in the scene. The taco, yay. Taco stand. Slaughter ill sunshine. That's right. Shout out to everybody that's in here. CBD sub taco stain. That's right. Taco stain. Yes. I guess when you contract so many STDs in your line of work, you'll eventually obtain it. That was funny. That was funny. I like that comment. That's right. X-rated in the house. Yeah. Um, Talking Papas on the Monday. Look, man, every day is the same. Don't give power to days. Don't give days. Bruce Lee was more than an actor. Hell yeah. Just like you won't give power to your trolls, don't give your trolls. Don't feed the trolls. Don't feed them motherfuckers. Fuck them. And just like you won't feed the trolls, don't feed your fears. Don't feed your prejudices of days. Okay. Look, something that religious people don't do is a lot of times is understand their religions. Ultra religious people are the ones that know their religion the least. You don't have to believe me, and if you're ultra religious, I would like to let you know today that your religion ain't shit. You have to know what it is that you believe, and you have to test it, put it to the test, and you have to make sure every day to put your beliefs, put whatever it is that you bow down to, you better put it to the test every day. Straight up. There's a lot of religious people that don't know that we're called upon to be able to deal with adversity through faith. Straight up. You know? To be able to take of the divine and fashion it to what we need. That's what I do every day. I take from the divine and fashion it to what I need. Because if I believe I'm the Son of God and everything that belongs to the Father belongs to the Son, fashion it to what I need. Every single day, you got to fashion whatever your belief, whatever your faith, whatever it is that you rest your existence on. You have to take from it, fashion it to whatever you need right now. That's right, Jeet Kune Do. And that can be applied in the intellectual, spiritual, physical sense in any way, shape, or form. Got to combine. Like I told you guys at the beginning of this, I'm always on the offensive. But in that offensive, I move to the defensive. So my moves, my constant moves, and my offensive also provides me the defense that I need. I prepare accordingly. Do I have my bad days? Yes. Are there times when the plans fall through and it doesn't go according to plan? Yes. Of course. But me, I'm prepared for that too. Because the whole point of this is that whatever is thrown at you, you're able to maneuver and roll with the punches. Sometimes we can't do that because we're so obsessed with being in control of everything. We want to control it all. And what I'm explaining to you guys is a way of controlling it all by being able to roll with the punches, by being able to adapt. But how do you adapt? You have to have knowledge. You can't adapt to something if you don't know how to adapt to it or what to adapt to. That is why I'm always prepared. I'm always prepared. I wasn't always prepared. And that used to piss me the fuck off. And I used to lash out and explode and do all of that secondary shit that I now cringe at. You know, when people talk about going back in time, going back to what they would do, what they would change, you know, I guess I could go through that experiment on a daily basis, but I don't even fuck around with those thoughts anymore. Quit focusing on your past, focus on your present. Only use your past to learn, but don't focus on it. Ya estuvo. People think Bruce Lee couldn't kick you in the face because he was an actor. Hell yeah, he could. If you talk too much about God, you're trying to compensate for something. Yeah, look, I'm going to tell you something. I believe that there are people that are truly about God. And they're so, like, so entrenched that all you see is how they move. And you know that they are godlike people. Like, they don't have to tell you. But when they tell you, you believe it because you already saw how they move. I've met people like that. There are these fools wear religion as a fashion statement, no critical thought. Yeah, pretty much. That's my problem with religion. It don't matter or hide something. Yeah, Bruce Lee could kick you in the face, in the back of the head while standing in front of you. Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. That's right, Sunshine. That's he could do all of that. I heard Brad Pitt kick Bruce Lee's ass and crumple the car door with his body. I think Quentin Tarantino has something against Bruce Lee. I don't know what it is. Because he got like very defensive about that scene when they asked him about that shit. Uncle Scar said, "Be prepared." Yeah, you gotta be prepared. I believe in God, not religion, because religion has been corrupted by man. Yeah, but I think that there has to be a basis for your religion, and that basis will probably be considered man-made unless you have the faith to say, yes, men were used to write down the word of God, but I believe that this is in fact the word of God. If you have that type of faith to overcome and oversee it, you know, that it you have to transcend that part. Tears, bloody, all words, no works. That's pretty much it. But anyways, the only way that you're going to have manic Mondays, or the only way that you're going to always worry about how the week starts, is if you're not in tune with who you are, with what you want, with what you believe, with what your skill set is. You know, the Monday should not catch you by surprise, is what I'm saying. You should never let the start of the week be something that you're like, oh, it's Monday again. Man, fuck all that. Yeah, it's Monday. And I'm going to conquer today just like I conquer every other fucking day of the week. Being strong, being about it, coming into it with my head held high, chin up, shoulders back. What's cracking? I'm here Monday. This week, I'm going to take it over as well. I'm not going to let any week defeat me. That's why I don't pay attention to none of them bottom feeders and sucker fish. I shake them off. Like dandruff, fuck these fools, man. I'm going forward. I'm moving forward. I got a whole family behind me. I got all kinds of people supporting me. I have all of you to represent. I'm going to continue representing the exposed to movement. And how I'm going to do that? Standing 10 toes down strong. Always. Ain't no shame in my game. You haven't seen me begging for nothing or going on TikTok battling and talking about please hook me up. Fuck all that. Ill, I heard the story once upon a time as well. That's right, OG Smalls. What's up, Mike Morello, Cubo, Big Frank, and all the Papas listeners in here? That's right, we're talking Papas, talking Papas. Special having a Panic Monday? Yeah, pretty much, bro. All right, man. I think I'm gonna start calling it, shutting it down. You know, I'm gonna kick back for a little bit. I know ET, hopefully exposed to, will go on live tonight, like we always do. I'll probably catch you guys in those chats as well. Yup, it's Monday Fun Day. That's right. Special Edgar is having a case of the Monday. Big Mike Sub Champ, OG Smiles. That's right. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. I'll see you guys all tonight later on in the live chat with the Explosive Movement. If just want you guys to always realize that I'm here, putting it down all the time. Thank you guys so much for jumping on. To all of you guys that tuned in and watched me, thank you so much. Thank you for your support. We will continue tomorrow. Check out the short that I put out if you haven't already done so. Please hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed and you're watching my videos and my lives, just subscribe. Just subscribe. I'm not going to take anything away from you. All right, guys. Hey, man. Once again, prayers to Rob Venegas, in his open heart surgery. Prayer to everybody that needs that health to improve. We're going to continue doing what we do. We are the Explosive Movement. Hell yeah, see everybody tonight. That's right, OG Smalls. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, everybody. Chicano Aura. Ticas, keep it up. Hey, thank you so much, Chicano Aura. Nice to see you around here, man. Thank you so much for your support. That's right. See you, everyone, tonight. And until next time.